first player to win a week here. You're the first player to get through to Champions Night. I suppose this time you'd like to be the last person on this stage.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. This is great. I feel so comfortable in here. Same as Southampton. I like that as well. Yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be hard because we've got Matt here. We've got Matt first game. It's going to be hard, and there's another 4 players through there who are excellent players.
And finally for you, Matt, what would a good night here represent for you and your career?
To be honest, it was a new direction. To decide not to do Q School this year was the first.
To his right, so the split is going to happen. Double 16 to take the first leg in 6 visits, but it would be for a break of throw. Just glance off the left-hand side of that.
Game shown the
or
first
go over the
leg.
top.
Matt
And he takes the
Clark.
first.
40 TV tonight was the opposite. I went for a minus 1.5, meaning Jim McEwen would have to win 4-2 or better.
So 4-2 would be a good result
4-2
for both of our predictions. That's a lovely dart for Matt Clark, because if he finds double 8 again, he'll double his lead in the same amount of darts as last time.
Game shown the
Well,
second
double 8's
leg.
working, that's for
Matt
sure.
Clark.
Very, very steady.
And already in an 80, he's not the nicest of finishers in a sense that you have to avoid the 5 and the 1. And that is the cardinal sin, because what it does mean, he's got plan B. Because it's sneaked into treble, he has got the opportunity of going for the bullseye. And that's dangerous. A dangerous thing to do. Not what I would advise.
Game
But
shown the
what
third
am I
leg.
to say? Because that
Jim
now
McEwen.
is a Proto was in that drive to Barnsley, Wigan, Milton Keynes. It's not nice, and I sort of understood exactly what he meant at that point.
Double
Game
top for
shown the
McEwen.
fourth leg.
Brings us
Jim
level at
McEwen.
2-2. This one's again.
McEwen approaches. He shook his head because he had his concerns. And if you ever wonder why the goal low, he's feeling the tension. He's feeling it right now. There you go. Look at the mannerisms. This is a massive dart in the aspect of this game.
Game shown the
What
fifth
a
leg.
finish. And look at
Jim
the reaction.
McEwen.
You don't know an awful lot between them.
He's hit double 8 twice, and he's not going to go for it.
That's crazy.
I don't get that at all.
And that was precariously close to double 17.
Game shown the sixth leg.
What do we know?
Matt
We
Clark.
know that he's handed this to Jim McEwen on a plate.
Opportunities don't happen. You create them. Jim
Game
McEwen, that
shot
set-up
on the
play
match.
meant you put the
Jim
pressure on that
McEwen.
68. Matt Clark.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of an eye opener. Like, it just shows you the difference in class from back home to here, and like I've made tiny little mistakes and been punished for them. So yeah, it's got to be that little bit better.
And for you, Alex, how would you find your group stage campaign in Group B?
I think it went pretty well. Finished top of the group, played some good games, in my opinion. But yeah, it's all about tonight.
Do both of you feel like you're representing not just yourselves, but your relative home nations as well?
Yeah, look, from my side, absolutely. Like, I'm the first Australian to play in this, and yeah, I keep telling people back home that this is pretty much what something that's very attainable for us. If we put in the work, put in the effort, we start getting recognised at home. This is a reward. So yeah, I think I do.
A 148. They were just coming in from all angles, but it's Raymond Smith on 45 now with his first chance of the night.
Double 16. A little bit of a gulp.
Game shown
And
the
now
first leg.
He does have the lead.
Raymond
And a little bit about Grey Musher next, but we're going to get this
Game shown the
finishing.
third
And
leg.
don't be surprised at that finish with Alexander Merck.
And quite frankly, Glenn, he doesn't look tired to me.
I do have a response to that, Paul, but let's see if this double 8 goes in.
Game shown
And
the
my
fourth
response
leg.
to it is I don't
Raymond
think
Smith.
watching as well. Very similar to the guy in your picture there. I was thinking the hammer. Treble 17 who's in great form, and it's for the match. Bullseye.
Game
Oh, it was
shot
never in
on the
doubt.
match.
4 legs to 1
Raymond
for the
Smith.
Guru. He thinks his way.
Fairy tale continues.
How much are you looking forward to tonight?
Oh, I've prepped the same way. I'm going to take everything the same as every other night. I'm going to enjoy it, and we'll see how it goes.
Is this genuinely the biggest night of your darting life tonight?
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
And then for you, because it's the biggest night of your life, because you've been on this journey, Of course, you've got that expectation to win, but can you almost treat this as a free hit, a free roll, and you can enjoy the experience, and whatever results you get is a bonus?
Yeah, I've said the whole week that I've got nothing to lose. I've got nothing to lose. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna try and play my best, and we'll see where that takes me.
And finally, if you were lucky enough to be given that check later on this evening, what would that represent for you?
I mean, I can go on holiday. Yeah, no, it'd be brilliant. It'll be fantastic, but that's a long way away. Yeah, I'm just going to enjoy it, try and play my best darts, and we'll see where that goes.
We wish you all the very best. Adam, good luck.
Thank you, Henry.
Tops for Clark for 1-0.
Game
Beautifully
shown the
done.
first leg.
And if he is
Matt
going to
Clark.
start well tonight in game matches, Mould on double 11. Big dart this. Finds
Game
it.
shown the second
Equalises in
leg.
20 darts.
Adam Mould.
Possible, which was hit only the once this week. And that was by Justin Smith. Treble 17 for Matt. Double 16. That is
Game
really
shown the
good
third
from
leg.
Superman.
Matt Clark.
Really well, an average over 94 with Jim McEwen. I think we've unfairly spoken and concentrated on the pace as he looks at this 1-2-1. And if you wondering what he's looking at there, he's looking, what does Adam need? Because he has options there. He's gone the traditional for double 14.
Game
And
shown
after the
the fourth
1-4-3
leg.
finish, it's now
Matt Clark.
1-2-1. And was that another shout there, Paul?
It was. I think he wants this prize. Can he hit double 8? This is such an enormous dart.
Game
He hits it,
shown the sixth
and now
leg.
Matt Clark cannot
Adam
call
Mould.
a draw darts here. Superman's on tops
Game
and is
shown
still
the
alive.
match.
He will
Matt
have to wait
Clark.
to see what happens between Mould and Jim McEwen in game.
Being up here than sitting down there.
I said to you yesterday, it must feel like a bit of a full circle moment because you were sat in the crowd last time. Now you're here. You stood on this stage with a crowd here on Champions Night. How does it feel?
Same as any other night. I'm not worried about the crowd, to be honest. I'm just here to play my game. Of course, the crowd are going to be involved somewhere on the line, but if I can put that out of my head and just concentrate on my game, I should be fine.
Is it
Most maximums in one game by a sole player this week.
Game
And that is a
shown the
gorgeous
second
11
leg.
dart leg.
Scott Walton.
A little bit of a line in. He definitely knows. Double 2 to be 3-1 up. And Raymond might have a lot on his mind if this goes in. And it does go
shown
in.
the fourth leg.
If Raymond needs a saviour, 72 is not the worst number in the world. That's a good miss because that means it's 51. Double 16 is his favourite double. And he gets him
shown
through
the
as
fifth
well.
leg.
He's into the
Raymond Smith.
semi-finals, but there's still more darts to for Walters is to ensure that he gets 2 points from this game. He would love to be in the semi-finals with Raymond Smith. He'd be very close if he hits double 16. And job
shot
done.
on the match.
4-2.
Scott Walton.
And that
Game
is a
shown the
great
first
16
leg.
darter to start.
Adam Mould.
A challenge.
Adam
Feeling
Irakura,
like
52.
Right now, probably not an awful lot because the percentage of people that lose legs after having attempts at 9 darters is very high because you're thinking of the 9. The focus, I like that little come on there. Did you see it? He's a very
Game shown the
motivated
second
individual,
leg.
is Adam Mould.
Adam Mould.
And he let you nurse that was covering the treble 20 to bed, but Mouldy is looking at double 8 for
Game
the
shown the
stunning
third leg.
3-0 lead.
Adam Mould.
This is an increase because 86 usually guarantees at least a darted bull. You can see the disappointment. He's going to play safe. He's done that. And what a dart this is for Jim McEwen and for Adam Mould. What a finish. You heard the roar there. The disappointment is evident. Is my night.
Game
That
shown the
backs
first
Alexander
leg.
Merckx into the
Scott
corner.
Walters.
Because now
He's put himself in a good position. And it's 2-2-2 for Merckx. In between.
Game shown the
It's in between.
second
He
leg.
finds he's fighting.
Alexander.
is to send Alex out. Double top.
Game shown the third
Walters
leg.
is through.
Scott Walters.
Whose finishing's been great, but with
Game
3
shown the
darts in
fifth
his
leg.
hand.
Alexander Merckx.
No problem whatsoever. That's the type of finish of nowhere he's been all about. But Scott Walters, a real success of this week. He has one dart, he pings it right in the middle. 2 wins out to do for Scott Walters.
Did that really happen?
That's true, I've got it. Yeah.
100.
100.
Wow. I guarantee there's no spelling mistakes on our checks. And there's no
Game
mistakes
shot
in
the
that
first
dart.
leg.
Centre
Raymond
hole for the
Smith.
1-2-4. But it's a bit more of a respectable hour in Australia right now.
It'll be morning Smithers if this goes in.
That's
Game
excellent.
shot on the second leg.
Wonderfully done by
Raymond.
Raymond.
I just don't like the wry smile. It's telling me, oh yeah, typical, you're saving it right at the right
Game
time.
shot on the third
Raymond
leg.
Smith. See the little fist
Raymond
pump there?
Smith.
Defence in darts. All there is attack. And he goes, somewhat uncharacteristically, at tops.
Game
But
shot
he
on
knows
the
best.
match.
And he has got at
Raymond
least
Smith.
£10,000 defence in darts. All there is attack. And he goes, somewhat uncharacteristically, at tops.
Game
But
shot
he
on
knows
the
best.
match.
And he has got at
Raymond
least
Smith.
£10,000 defence in darts. All there is attack. And he goes, somewhat uncharacteristically, at tops.
Game
But
shot
he
on
knows
the
best.
match.
And he has got at
Raymond
least
Smith.
£10,000. 25, that's 104, would have left 170.
Game
That's
shot
a
on the
13
first
darter
leg.
for Scott. He's got the
Scott
dart. 2 darts at tops, don't you? So you go for the 25, and he's got it.
What a dart that is. And I like that. I like the fact this is what I call the reset. Look at his eyes. Never once off tops since he stood back.
Game shot on the
If you
second
ever
leg.
want to look at
Scott Walters.
how to put a tip when the adrenaline's rushing through your body, you have to manage it. This guy, does he have any adrenaline going through his body? Wow, big dart, bullseye.
Game shot on the third leg.
Absolutely
Matlock.
incredible. Every in his body to try and maximise his opportunity to win this match.
16 for tops. This is for a 15 darter, which is an elevation in standard.
Game
And
shot
look
on
how
the fourth
central
leg.
that is.
Matlock.
He's beaten Walters.
Mark, who wants tops? And the players are continuing to watching this at home. It's Jim Williams who's contacting me now, saying he's enjoying the darts. Well, Jim, this one looks like it's going all the way.
Game shot on the
Matt
sixth
Clark
leg.
takes it to 3-3.
A lot of money. And a chance to win some more. Raymond Smith awaits in the final game. Double 10. It's there, and Matt
Game
Clark
shot
will be in
on
the
the
final,
match.
and he denies
Matt
Scott
Clark.
Walters a dream time here on home.
The game. I've heard him chatting with players this week in the players area. He has a lot to say, has a lot of thoughts about the game, whether you like it or not. I think one person who won and listened is this guy. We talked about Alexander Merckx being in his zone.
Game shot on the
Matt
first
Clark
leg.
just continues to
Clark.
do what Matt Clark does. And
I was looking at him the whole time when Matt was going for that 1-4-3. He didn't show any signs of impatience. Double top.
big
What a-
dart.
Absolutely.
Game shot
And
on the
he's the big
second
man.
leg.
Treble 20 is a bonus. So look at the 16s. Just like this double top. He'll once again take his time and do things his own way. Raymond Smith is just behind.
Game shot on the
And the last
third
thing that
leg.
Raymond's in this 25. He'll keep it simple. All about that big number. Don't ever underestimate hitting that big number.
Game shot on the fourth
It
leg.
makes that second dart.
Raymond Smith.
Now a
Double 12 to be within one leg of the crown.
Game
That's
shot
an
on the
11
fifth
darter
leg.
at this time of the
Matt
tournament.
Clark.
That's worth. It doesn't
Game
happen
shot on
again.
the sixth leg.
And thought, because Raymond Smith has the first shot for the title, he's going to stay straight and go for double 8 and win it.
Game shot on the
Raymond
match.
Smith is the man.
And the Modern
The guru
Super
thinks his
Series
way to the end,
champion,
and he gets it done.
Raymond Smith.
£20,000 belongs to him. The gamble of coming across the planet has paid off, and he will be on a flight back to Australia in a few hours' time. And he doesn't even want to keep his own darts. He's given them to a fan in the front row, but now he can afford a new.
Elated, relieved. Like I didn't have the best day through Monday to Friday. It was quite frustrating, but tonight it just came together. It's just I could rely on my doubles, I could rely on my scoring, I could rely on my first start. So happy, so happy.
And tonight, there just felt like something business-like about you. The efficiency in that semi-final against Adam, and just this way, this never give up attitude as well in that final against Matt Clark, and that came to the fore.
Yeah, I suppose it's the Aussie die-hard attitude, isn't it? Like you're never out of the game. And as my mentor Bird always taught me, you're never out of the game. If you got a shot, you can still win the game. So I ground out. I ground out really, really well this week. It was just sometimes it didn't happen, but tonight it happened.
We saw the emotion as the confetti came down. This means, I can see it in your face, this means a hell of a lot to you.
Yeah, probably the biggest win of my career, like by far. Like I said it at the start of the interviews and all that this opens doors for players in Australia, and not only does it open doors now, we're good enough, you know. And look, let's be honest. Let's look at my numbers this week. My numbers were probably better than my top 16 run in the PDC. That's how hard this week was. So, yeah, I'm just over the moon. I can't express how happy I am.
And now what does this do for you?
Elated, relieved. Like I didn't have the best day through Monday to Friday. It was quite frustrating, but tonight it just came together. It's just I could rely on my doubles, I could rely on my scoring, I could rely on my first start. So happy, so happy.
And tonight, there just felt like something business-like about you. The efficiency in that semi-final against Adam, and just this way, this never give up attitude as well in that final against Matt Clark, and that came to the fore.
Yeah, I suppose it's the Aussie die-hard attitude, isn't it? Like you're never out of the game. And as my mentor Bird always taught me, you're never out of the game. If you got a shot, you can still win the game. So I ground out. I ground out really, really well this week. It was just sometimes it didn't happen, but tonight it happened.
We saw the emotion as the confetti came down. This means, I can see it in your face, this means a hell of a lot to you.
Yeah, probably the biggest win of my career, like by far. Like I said it at the start of the interviews and all that this opens doors for players in Australia, and not only does it open doors now, we're good enough, you know. And look, let's be honest. Let's look at my numbers this week. My numbers were probably better than my top 16 run in the PDC. That's how hard this week was. So, yeah, I'm just over the moon. I can't express how happy I am.
And now what does this do for you going into 2023? Does it scratch certain itches? Does it open up possible other doors, things like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I've got a few things with family and life that I've got to sort out, but I was looking to come back to Lakeside at the end of the year, but we've got to see where life takes us now.
Just want to mention, you gave your darts as you won the title with to a young fan there. Just mention that, and obviously the crowd in general here this evening.
The crowd's been amazing, but young Mackenzie, I had a chat with him on Monday night, and the kid just understands the game. Like, I could have a chat with him for hours, so I think he's well worth it. He's a proper investment, so.
And just finally, what is this going to mean back home? What's this going to mean to Australian darts?
Yeah, look, I think you'll see the surge. We're probably about that 85 range at the moment in our top 6, but I think going back home, now that we've seen that I can do it, then we're probably going to surge to that 89, 88 level that we need, because like ADC is just kicking off back in Australia, and they're saying that this is going to be a carrot for us. So not only is it a carrot, but if you, not only is it a carrot, but if you play well, you can win it and win 20 large. It's not too shabby.
It's not too bad at all. You ready for the presentation?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, champion, the former Premier League winner, Dozer Glenn Durrant. And so after 13 weeks of competition, over 1,300 matches, over 2,500 180s, it's time to crown your champion from Australia, the Guru, Raymond Smith! Champion, the former Premier League winner, Dozer Glenn Durrant. And so after 13 weeks of competition, over 1,300 matches, over 2,500 180s, it's time to crown your champion from Australia, the Guru, Raymond Smith! Welcome onto the stage the three-time Lakeside champion, the former Premier League winner, Dozer Glenn Durrant. And so after 13 weeks of competition, over 1,300 matches, over 2,500 180s, it's time to crown your champion from Australia, the Guru, Raymond Smith! And so that is almost it from us here at the Super Series. Raymond, if I could just quickly pop you into that camera there, if that's okay with you, because this man is £20,000 better off. He's our Super Series 2 champion. His name is up in lights in the Hall of Fame here at the Live Lounge. We're going to be back on Monday morning from 9:30 for the beginning of Series 3. But this man, the Guru, has come all the way from Australia, and he is our champion. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.